Caitlin Clark is making waves yet again, snagging a spot on Forbes' 30 Under 30 list at just 22 years old. And she's the only pro women's basketball player to make the cut. But hold up. While Clark is basking in the spotlight, Angel Reese, the reigning queen of trash talk, isn't staying quiet. With Reese throwing shade and the rivalry heating up, this is the drama no one saw coming. Will Clark's success be enough to keep her at the top, or is Reese ready to steal the spotlight? Let's dive into the latest showdown. But before we start, please make sure to subscribe for more updates. We know it takes some of your time, and we appreciate it.
Caitlin Clark snags another honor. She's made the Forbes 30 Under 30 list. Clark, who is just 22 years old, is the only professional women's basketball player on this list.
Angel Reese goes wild after Caitlin Clark, the Iowa star, is named Athlete of the Year. Caitlin Clark is soaking up all the praise, and this is when Angel Reese, the reigning trash talk queen, doesn't exactly take the news quietly.
Now, the other recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good
Clark's
Christmas
recognition
for the villainous
is
Angel.
no accident. She has the numbers, she has the views. In fact, the women's game attracted 18.9 million viewers, which is massive. She's been a game changer for women's sports. So while Reese can throw some sarcastic remarks, deep down she knows this honor is well earned.
Angel Reese spoke to the media. She didn't speak
Jared
to
Schwartz
media
published
after
an
the
article
game
claiming Angel
against
Reese
Caitlin
opens
Clark.
up about her long-running rivalry with Caitlin Clark, a legacy that many may not be aware of.
Angel Reese following you around, pointing to her ring finger and taunting you?
Honestly, I have no idea. I was just trying to get to the handshake line and shake hands and, be grateful that my team was in that position. That's all you can do is, hold your head high, be proud of what you did.
And of course, we can't ignore the infamous LSU-Iowa rivalry. Why would we? The tension between Reese and Clark has been building all year, and this new accolade just adds fuel to the fire. Reese didn't drop the mic, but you could almost hear the shade being thrown across the internet. It's clear she's still not over that championship game, where her performance was nothing short of legendary.
I'm a dog. You can't teach that. I'm gonna go out and do whatever it takes to win, and every single night, my teammates rely on my energy. So being able to continue the energy,
First
even
off,
if we're down, even
it's
if we're
undeniable
up,
that
that's
Clark
what I
deserves
do.
recognition. She set and broke records, and she elevated women's college basketball. 18.9 million viewers tuned in for the national championship game between Iowa and South Carolina. More people watched that women's game than the entire World Series or NBA Finals. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter how great Clark is. What really matters is that Reese didn't get the same spotlight. In Reese's eyes, the real athlete of the year is herself. And why wouldn't she? Angel Reese is a walking highlight reel. But let's be real, stirring the pot is far more fun.
She was just listed as something that is really, really impressive. She was listed as one of
Let's
Forbes
talk about this
30
Athlete of the
under
Year
30
title.
for sports.
Time magazine awards it to athletes who've made a significant impact on their sport, who sparked conversations and inspired people. Caitlin Clark checks all those boxes. She led Iowa to the national championship, became the face of college basketball, landed a major Nike deal, and broke records for both scoring and assists. She's been everywhere in the media, making her the definition of Athlete of the Year, at least according to Time magazine.
Caitlin Clark finished up one of the most remarkable years of basketball playing.
But Angel Reese is out here like, excuse me, did you forget about me? Her Twitter's buzzing, her Instagram's on fire, and it's clear she's not sitting in the shadows of Clark's fame. Reese has her own thoughts, and they're not too positive. If you've been following Reese's social media, you know she has a knack for stirring up drama, especially when it comes to Caitlin Clark. Sure, Reese respects Clark's game.
The point that I'm really not understanding in all of this, and I feel like it's been such a pattern throughout the entire season, it feels like there are still certain people within the WNBA who want the league to grow,
Let's
but they
also
don't want it
highlight
to
the
grow
fact
if
that while
it's certain
Clark is
people
having
at the
her
face.
moment, Reese is far from inactive. She's been putting up big numbers, making headlines, and dominating on the court. Remember when she led LSU to a national title? Yeah, that happened, and the entire world saw her flex her championship, complete with that iconic "you can't see me" hand gesture. It's safe to say Angel Reese made a statement. So, what's the problem? Why isn't Reese getting the recognition she deserves? Simple. Caitlin Clark had a bigger year. That's the hard truth. Angel Reese has been incredible, but Clark's year was just a bit more remarkable.
So this was for the girls that look like me, that's gonna speak up on what they believe in. It's unapologetically you. And that's what I did it for tonight. This was for it was bigger than me tonight. It was bigger than me. Twitter is gonna go in a rage every time. And I mean, I'm happy.
Let's circle back to Reese's reaction.
Women's basketball this year.
You know she's not going to let this moment slip by without offering her 2 cents. She's not the type to just congratulate Clark and move on. Reese knows how to turn up the drama and thrive in the spotlight. When it's someone else's time, she's not shy about drawing attention to herself. Is this a bit of petty jealousy? Maybe, but let's face it, the rivalry between Clark and Reese is one of the most entertaining stories in women's sports in years. Reese knows she's not the only one who deserves attention, but she's definitely not going to let Clark have all the limelight without making her opinions known. Reese's trolling, top tier.
Started to come up from the very beginning on who was guarding Caitlin Clark. With all due respect to Hailey Van Lith, she's listed at 5'7". She might be 5'7" on a good day. Caitlin Clark is 6 feet tall. And not only is she 6 feet tall, she's the greatest shooter we've seen.
Classic. She's made it clear that while Clark's year has been phenomenal, she's not about to sit back and let that be the only story people remember. What's the point of having all that star power if you can't have a little fun with it, right? Reese's take, oh, Time magazine picked Caitlin Clark. Well, that's cute. Is she bitter? Probably. Is she using it to stir up more drama? Absolutely. But let's not kid ourselves. Reese knows exactly what she's doing.
Throughout the year, WNBA players were demanding to be given credit for elevating the league. Angel Reese claimed that she was, along with their pretend friends in the mainstream media, they wanted us to believe that the WNBA was exploding in popularity. They wanted to keep all the credit for themselves while downplaying the impact of the only star in the league, Caitlin Clark.
Reese's frustration isn't just about Clark getting all the attention. It's about the fact that, in her own words, she's been largely overlooked by the mainstream media. And let's be real, that's a valid concern. The WNBA has long struggled with coverage, and Reese's LSU team had to fight to get the media attention they deserved. Meanwhile, Clark lands a multi-million-dollar deal with Nike and an Athlete of the Year award from Time.
And both of them are currently the front runners for Rookie of the Year. Clark, the fastest player in WNBA history with 300 points, 100 rebounds, 100 assists. Angel was named Rookie of the Month for June.
As both Clark and Reese continue to make waves in the world of women's basketball, their rivalry is far from over. While Clark's accolades are well-deserved, Reese is making sure her voice is heard too, whether it's stirring the pot on social media or proving her own dominance on the court.